that you show affection in so many ways that's so apparent. And I hope that SHADIC knows, and I know for a fact that SHADIC knows that he's a very, very fortunate player to have that here.
Definitely. Right now, we're going to jump into a winner side match once again. For those of you in the back, I am Cirque. I'm partnered up with Dio in this first game of the match, in which I honestly would like to say that Ness will have a very hard time against the saw blade that Corrin possesses, especially in SHADIC's hands. It's so hard to deal with. You're distracting me like you have no idea, Dio. With every single move that you make, I'm getting so distracting. ADHD, it's just kicking in so hard right now.
ADHD commentary, yes, sir. We know for a fact, okay, it's going to be very, very rough right here. Yeah, oh, the fact that traded, that's super smart. That's going to be something detrimental within the matchup. The fact that he knows now that he can't go for the yo-yo kill unless it's directly on top of his that center part of the recovery of the Dragon Lunge. So you know it's gonna be rough. Oh, and look at that. He doesn't even have to deal with PK Thunder either because of his Nair.
Definitely has enough and good options to deal. Again, not only the sword is good against the PK boys, specifically Ness here, but also he has the aggressive options to try to challenge and to challenge effectively most of Gackt's options here. Gets a nice catch on the ledge, a smash attack that will allow the Japanese player to get a bit of a lead, and SHADIC tries to bring it back as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, not being able to maybe find a pin on the ledge, maybe find a little bit of an edge guard. No juggle either that allows SHADIC to take this stock, and that's gonna for a little bit of a dire situation for the Corrin playing, because he's just getting so much mileage out of this first stock.
Yeah, remind me, there was a very, very good Corrin player, right, within Japan. What was his name?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Chat's going to tell me, let me know.
Chat knows.
Yeah, Chat knows for sure. But it's really the fact that Gackt, I mean, they could have played a good amount of time. Neo, yeah, that's it, Neo.
Oh, Neo? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they could have played a lot, so
Thank you, Chad.
It could be a little bit of recognition of understanding how Corrin works, or so that Gackt is comfortable with. So let's see if that is going to be the case. No punish off of that PK Thunder coming in from SHADIC. You know that you have to punish those PK Thunders, especially if you're able to recover high, because you know there are certain instances where you can PK Rocket, and that's the last thing that you want. But most of the times, it's not something completely viable for the Gackt. So you got to make sure you do that perfectly.
Get another back air to get rid of that second stock. SHADIC struggling here, gets the pin on the platform, but that's not going to be a lot of damage. He needs to start juggling. He needs to start moving around so that he gets a little bit of extra damage on Gackt, who's currently being so aggressive, so dominant. Those PK fires will certainly bode a very misfortunate situation for SHADIC, who gets basically stuck on every single interaction, whether it's on the platform or off stage. SHADIC is struggling quite a lot. I wouldn't doubt that Gackt gets a hard read here in order to take the stock. Maybe even a kill confirmed. That's going to be a lot of damage on the shield. Maybe a shield poke. Not enough damage to either break the shield or get the poke. But still, the Japanese competitor is looking mighty fine and very close to getting this first game.
Do you think we see an adaptation? If I have to see, yeah, I think so. Because SHADIC, we're seeing that he's trying to punish options right now. That Gackt is trying to throw out, and the fact that Gackt is playing this super safe, like he falls with an Nair, goes for fair Nair, you know, those type of things. That's kind of what's catching SHADIC off guard. And it's maybe not a traditional playstyle, the one that we generally see here within North America overall. And I think that SHADIC has to understand that whenever Gackt tries to recover from ledge, like whenever he tries to use the PK Thunder to harass him on stage, he can go for the pin right there.
Yep. Yeah, good pressure there from SHADIC. Has a good opportunity here, but the up air could put him in a very dire situation. PK Thunder to send him still into a very uncomfortable position. Landing is dicey, specifically because SHADIC is struggling quite a lot. Dash attack will certainly do it off the top of the blast zone. Great stuff from Gackt from Zeta Division. Looking mighty fine right now, despite the fact that I at the beginning predicted that the matchup was kind of hard, and I still sustained that claim.
Yeah.
Gackt is definitely showing he doesn't care about that at all.
Yeah, no, like at this point it's very rough for you because you're playing against a character that has this disjointed hitbox. Now,
Right.
Corrin isn't the best using that disjointed hitbox on the ground, but within the air, it's very, very apparent. You know what's been happening, or more so what hasn't been happening? We haven't seen like a lot of air-to-air interactions come from Gackt and SHADIC. And whenever we do see it, it's already Gackt throwing out a preemptive option, you know, just jumping with fair, jumping with nair, or trying to go in for the upper, you know, just trying to juggle him within the type of instances. And that's what gives SHADIC a hard time, because Corrin doesn't like to do rising nair, doesn't like to do rising fair. Like, yeah, it works, but it's more so on the descending part where Corrin starts to get things rolling. And if you're descending, if you get like tied on a 1-to-1 scale, and it's faster to get that rising aerial rather than the descending one, and that's what I think has been defining the matchup right now.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of juggles either from SHADIC, which is a little unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, the sword in the air is definitely a good way to keep Ness in a very uncomfortable situation, but I think you put it out perfectly. The fact that Gackt is going in with preemptive options, aggressive options at that, is just allowing to challenge them. So if SHADIC is not ready for them, he's struggling. I mean, he will struggle. So it's very unfortunate that things are looking grim like this, at least for the beginning of this set. Ness once again comes out on Gackt's side, and SHADIC once again will bring Corrin, or as we like to call it here in Mexico, Corrina.
La Corrina.
La Corrina.
La Corintia.
La Corintia. Okay. Very, very well. Game number 2, I am Cirque once again, coupled with my boy, with my brother, con mi compadre y mi carnal Dio, for this second game where SHADIC jumps in quite aggressive, and now we're seeing those juggles.
Yeah, definitely a change within the perspective, right? And the way that things are played, this is exactly what you want to see coming in from SHADIC, making sure that he's using those aerials in an effective manner. This is what I was talking about. The fact that right now, SHADIC is actually using those aerials in order to harass a little bit more, just reading the options that he has. Great beam reversal right there from Gackt, in order to be able to avoid those options that Corrin has so well. Oh man, my man, okay, we're gonna see the nair to up air, 124%, and SHADIC hasn't really had too much of a struggle, as we saw within the first game. That's gonna be back at the Dragon Wing.
That's kind of clean from SHADIC, but now it's Gackt's turn. Kamui, as Misu very adequately reminded me of, is struggling here. Oh my god, the tail of the PK Thunder is enough to set him off stage, at least far enough so that the jump was spent, so that he was low enough so that he was not able to recover. Just clutching it out like that. That's kind of clean from Gackt, and this is going to definitely mean a lot of trouble. Looking for a spike. That could have been absolutely deadly, but also quite beautiful.
Okay, look at that option right there, using just the Dragon Fang with the hit of the bite as well.
Yes,
to rack up a little bit more damage. And no, but right now they're very, very even. But who's going to break this? Is it going to be Gackt, or is it going to be SHADIC? Because right now, okay, it is going to be SHADIC. You're going to see the forward throw. It sends him off right there. No back air, no immediate back air. It seems like Gackt knows when and how to abuse his defensive options. And look at the way that he's playing right here. Okay, uses the combo off of the PK Thunder in order to get at least a little bit more of an air option. Okay, barely able to make it back towards the ledge safely. And my man Cirque, this is looking absolutely brutal for the Japanese player, Gackt. And I'm going to keep saying it, chat. I'm going to keep saying it.
They don't get it. We say Japanese player because he is the representative of Japan. And we also don't want to spoil or use his name too much. We got to mix it up just for those of you who don't know why we use different ways to call him. Gackt, Senate Division's representative, the Japanese representative. It does matter. It matters not. He's still going to be a great foe, and SHADIC knows this. That's going to be a stock once again, evening things out. It's not looking pretty because SHADIC is usually on the lead at the beginning of the stock, but just like that, Gackt manages to bring it back, and it's super scary, honestly, because he's looking for the setups, he's waiting for that roll, he's looking for the panic options. What is he doing so that he can put in and punish it effectively moving forward on the set?
Second pin that we see right here. The first one that finally actually hits its mark. Tries to go in for the shockwave. That downer leaves. Maybe could have two-frame. Okay, we see the nair. What is he going to do with this? 108% right here on Gackt. It's going to be very, very rough for him to maybe try and even make the comeback. We see the shield grab. Okay, throw him back. Throw it back right here. The ledge. Starting off strong with that rising forward air. Is that going to be it? No, I don't think that's going to be it. It's quite stalled. Yup, we've already seen that down, that side B. hit quite a lot. Is he going to try to... No two-frame. We have not seen any attempt of the two-frame
No pin.
that have been hit correctly.
Now watch out though, because Gackt has a good opportunity here. Great recovery using the platform, just lunging away, knowing that he can get a little bit of extra mileage, extra distance. Watch out, he's got the jump. That could be extra scary, but he has to mash it out. Luckily, he runs alive. The Dragon Lunge will not do it despite the fact that it was so close. And look at him go. He knows that he needs to concrete this edge guard. A good opportunity for SHADIC to bring that one on the side of the scoreboard where Gackt is super close. That's going to be a trade, but it's going to be in SHADIC's favor. The representative from Texas still has much to offer in this set.
Damn, that was so rough right there
cute.
if you're Gackt, right? Because you try to make as much as possible that advantage, but it was just SHADIC throwing out those aerials. Now he's not using them in a descending manner anymore. He has to preemptively stop the options that Gackt has. In the moment that he stops, it's like, okay, I'm not winning as many interactions anymore. What do I have to do?
Right.
Start to play a little bit more aggressive, right? Making sure that SHADIC doesn't have a lot of space so he can breathe, and slowly but surely trying to win over that neutral and converts those neutral interactions into his game plan.
Right.
It like just adhering to his game plan, which sounds simple, but is really not because of how variable it can be.
Definitely, and people complaining for the screamers in the venue. Hey, I like the screamers too. I think they're fun. I think they add a little bit of depth. You don't?
No, yeah, they scare me.
There you go. So there you got someone to relate to, chat. You got someone who doesn't like them. You got someone who does. At the end of the day, we're here to enjoy the thrill, what we feel, the emotions that every single competitor here today is here to show, and of course, us as commentators to provide or what's the word? Send towards you through the mics. You know, that's the only thing we can do to channel. That's what I mean to say, to channel the emotions that every single person here at the venue is putting out. Game number 3. I am Cirque, and I'm running along with Dio. It's been a pleasure so far, and this is how we start, Dio.
He's some calvo right here with 60.9%, and it's just the way that they start off is very, very aggressive, and look at Gackt already trying to go in for those spikes. It's just so rough for him, because now it seems like SHADIC understood how he had to play that matchup, just simply throwing out every single option that he has to be able to constantly harass Ness in an area that is just slightly, ever so slightly bigger than what Ness has to offer right here. Goes down to just a lot of damage. Try to go in for it right there. Oh no, he grabbed the ledge. He's gonna go for the swing off. Too late on the reaction.
Too late for. I mean, nobody expected that, right? Why would you go for the regrab like that or drop the ledge in that fashion? Great stuff. Absolutely beautiful. How the pin allowed SHADIC to just get a little bit of extra airtime to ensure that Gackt missed out on the edge guard. Now watch out, look, it's his fishing. Oh, unfortunately landing on the back throw that Gackt needed to get that first stock. Good stuff though, by the way, for Gackt to just be patient, just be measured in his reaction. That was so close to the blast zone, but it's not going to be enough to take the stock just yet.
And maybe he knows something. Okay, finally gets that side B, the pin. Maybe he knows something that I don't, but I'm now theory crafting that maybe that side B trades with PK Rocket, or maybe it clanks, right? So that's why he's not going for it right there. It could be the case, but it seems like obviously SHADIC knows how to play this matchup quite well, but all is well. Gackt knows for a fact that it's very, very difficult for him if he doesn't preemptively cover these options anymore. So wants a tail right here. Oh, he's barely able to make it back. Fortunately for him.
He knows.
Fortunately for the player from Texas right here. Okay, tries to go in once more. He is stuck within the ledge. Took a little bit too long. He gets caught with the jump.
Maybe a good up attack there. Could have been an interesting option there. Instead gets caught in the air. Now watch out, because he's trying to get the chomp, the aggressive recovery. We got the venue popping off right now. I like that quite a lot. Good stuff. But watch it, because SHADIC has a very difficult situation here where the percentage is very high. Yes, he could use it for rage and maybe take a stock, an early stock, but instead he gets caught very close to the upper blast zone. And watch out, because Gackt is fishing for those kill confirms. The regrab is going unpunished. That's kind of crazy. That's something unexpected, and that will allow SHADIC to just keep on racking damage with these infinite juggles.
The fact that he was able to just continuously grab the ledge being completely unpunished was absolutely crazy. But now we do see finally that Nair that is able to get the kill right here coming in from Gackt. And it's just, right now, the fact that he has to extend this lead the most that he can. Gets the tipper on that pin. Now we are playing on the right side of the stage. Careful. Okay, gets that up tilt. Covers the option. Spot dodge. We see double up air. All right, goes for the PK rocket. Oh, my man.
I thought he was going for it.
I thought he was going for it, but it seems like SHADIC did as well. And it seems like it was just, okay, I'm going to get a little bit more damage, and that's it. Right?
Watch out.
What's he going to do? Yep, he gets the snap towards the ledge. Gets for it.
Safe.
Now,
that's pretty safe.
Yeah, that's very, very safe, if I do say so myself. SHADIC is actually trying to make sure that every single option is covered adequately before Gackt even tries to think of it. What a great PSI match in there.
Definitely. Now watch out, because SHADIC is getting ready. We've seen him bring insane comebacks like this. He's looking quite nice. He could still bring this back, but he needs to play perfectly, and that's going to be scary because Gackt has been doing so as well. Just get one poke to get the grab. The PK fire could be deadly. Recovery can be dicey. No get-up attack. That's kind of interesting. But yes, we haven't seen a lot of the ledge pressure that we are used to see from Ness. Oh my God, that's going to be it. A spot dodge. A wrong spot dodge. The timing was quite off, and that is going to allow, once again, the Japanese competitor to just go one up ahead. This could mean everything for SHADIC's winner's run, which, let's admit it, it's been quite nice.
Yeah, it's been very, very nice. Man, you said the time is right, and I just can't get Metal Gear Rising OST out of my mind, bro. Like, shout out to the Toontown producer, because he made that OST, by the way. Okay. He made that OST, but yeah, right now, it's the rules of nature, the way that Gackt is playing. He's constantly being superior right here, and it's just absolutely phenomenal the way that he's playing. He's just covering those options in a way that the adaptation that SHADIC had is now rendered almost utterly useless, right? Yep. So it's very, very nice to see exactly how these players tend to adapt over the adaptation, and it's just like a bit of a seesaw fashion, right? This could be tournament, not more so tournament game. This is going to be winner's side game for Gackt in order for him to remain there, and if SHADIC loses this one here in this game number 4, it's towards the loser's bracket, which guess what, is a Shark Tank because of how much you do not want to be there.
Adapting to adaptation, exactly. And as some people in chat are saying, Gacto Gambaro, mientras que SHADIC, give it your all. He can still bring it back. I agree with the fact that you mentioned that it's probably a seesaw, or it feels like a seesaw, where we can see a changing trend. I wouldn't hate if SHADIC brings us to game number 5. But in order to do that, he needs to play immaculately. We're going into small battlefield once again. For those of you in the back, I am Cirque, and I'm followed along by my boy Dio. This is game number 4, and this is do or die for SHADIC.
Yep, and here on small battlefield, I think this is a very, very nice stage because of the setups that SHADIC generally seems to have right here.
The chase down.
He feels very, very comfortable within this. So many options that he can cover with pin right there on the platform. What I have been seeing right here from SHADIC is that he has not been punishing the projectiles right now that Gackt has been throwing out. Right. Because it's difficult for him. Like, it is difficult for you to punish PK fire, but it's not as difficult because, I mean, he stays there like for a billion years just pointing out where he threw that PK fire. Like, oh, it's right there. But SHADIC has just been not positioned in order for him to be able to do that. Obviously, it hurts him, and it's not the ideal type of punish that you do not want to go for, right? Because like, look at this, like Gackt, he's going for those PK fires, and it's just SHADIC in a situation where he's not feeling comfortable, forcing for him barely to be able to make it back, but the coverage on that, I was like,
Definitely great stuff from Gacto, who's currently putting a lot of pressure on SHADIC this time around. This could be it for the Texan player, and I mean, I agree with you. The fact that small battlefield will allow SHADIC to use those pursuits a little bit better. Of course, considering Ness's aerial drift, it can be hard to get those confirms or extensions rather, and SHADIC knows this, so that's why he's going for the, oh my God, he got spiked, and that's going to be it. SHADIC is on his last stock for the winner side of things, despite the fact that he's been one of the favorites for this tournament. SHADIC is very close to moving down to the loser side of things.
Oh, what is going on right here? My man, yeah, he's obviously going to get what the smash the eye right there. Coming in for Gackt in order to be able to avoid, oh my God, that was so smart. And the recognition as well, finally gets the pin. SHADIC, the breath of life that he needed in order to remain here within the winner's side is this stock. Can he make the comeback? He needs to take 2. He needs to make this one stock. La tiene que hacer valer dos. Just 1, 2. And the fact that, okay, let's go in one more time.
What?
Back here. No, I'm not going to make that. No, I'm not gonna make the reference.
I thought you were, so that's why I was like, do it.
No, never. I don't want to get clipped by Club of his fan account again.
I got flashbacks right there. But yeah, just like that. I mean, to be fair, SHADIC is doing phenomenally right now. He's not allowing Gackt to do any better. I mean, he's not getting any damage in while SHADIC is. And now careful here. We see a trend that could change, but still SHADIC has a good opportunity to bring us to an even last stock. That has to do, it depends on whether Gackt allows it or not. So far, we get another opportunity to get the edge guard, and it's going to be a scary one for sure. I don't know why. Get up attack beats that. So I don't know. Right now, very close to the right most blast zone, but still not quite enough to get that stock deal.
Yeah, not at all. What he's going to go up for? Yes, he jumps and gets the forward air, and he actually beats out his own back air. It's going to be rough. Okay, what a great jump. In order to avoid that down smash that could have spelled certain death.
See?
That was the case, okay? He's going to try to make it happen. Yes, he does. Yes, he actually holds up as well in order to be able to get that last hitbox. That sends very, very far away. But just Gackt just going in, hitting those nairs, just absolutely impressive. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Go for it. Papacito, ¿qué estás haciendo, cabrón?
That was kind of scary for sure. SHADIC has an opportunity here where he needs to play perfectly. No mistakes are afforded, and Gackt only needs one back air, maybe even a nair off stage.
Or back throw.
Back throw for sure will take the stock even with no rage, but I'm sure the rage will start building up rather soon because Gackt will get that semi-track down, or at least a lot of pressure on the forward air. Recovery can be scary here. He likes stalling that, but that's going to be it. That's a nair by the ledge. And just like that, we get yet another defeat for SHADIC. This time he goes to the loser side of things, and the Japanese competitor just putting up Japan up in the pedestal, moving forward to winners finals against Shiny Mark.
You know, the thing is, SHADIC now has to face off against Spargo here within this top 8. And this is absolutely impressive, of course. Shout out to Gackt. Yeah, shout out to Gackt. He's a fan favorite here in Mexico.
Yes.
He is a fan favorite here in Mexico. And next up, of course, you know for a fact we got our Smash, and then towards the other side we got our KOF, we got our KOF. Tenemos el Tequino, el Tequino Fighters. And for everybody here within the chat, shout out to all of you. Se me salió el chihuahuense en inglés.
Sí.
Chat, thank you guys very much for being here. And of course, I want to see your chain of Isam Pelon or Isam Calvo, however you want to see it.
Isam Pelon.
I want to shout out, obviously, towards my Japanese, the fellow Japanese players with the Mugiwara.
Mugiwara.
Right, the Mugiwara, I love one.
Mugiwara no dio.
What?
Ahora pues.
Monkey de Dio.
Monkey de Dio, está bien.
Monkey de Dio. I like
bueno.
More. But yeah, shout out to every single one of you. Y'all have been absolutely, have been a blast to be here. But that did not happen. That was not. This is just a bit of a replay.
Yeah.
Regarding what we see, but it's just that Gackt plays so solid, and I think it's more so the discipline that Japanese players have that they do not let their nerves get the best of them.
I agree.
That's so good.
Yep. I mean, SHADIC has been one of the favorites for sure at this event to take the game on paper. He's got the favorable matchup against Gackt, but that didn't stop him. He still outperformed himself. So far, a very well-deserved winners finals placement for now. Definitely the last competitor from Japan who's representing. We got Ashimo as well. Like it was a very interesting bracket tournament rather.
Yeah.
To be fair, we absolutely love every single player that comes from all over Mexico and some from foreign places. I mean, we got Big D from Canada as well.
Oh, my man, by the way, I just want to say, big.
He's big.
My man is huge.
Actual big, yeah.
I actually staying at the same hotel, right? And I saw the first day that we were here, and we went to breakfast, my girlfriend and I, and it was just the fact that whenever he stood up, he towered like
he's pretty tall.
Yeah, he towered around like what, 30 centimeters above me, and I say it in centimeters to piss off the Americans right here, because I know for a fact that you do not know how many centimeters are.
They don't know metric system.
What is a kilometer?
What the hell is a kilometer? Hey, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Imperial.
Who uses the Imperial?
Who uses Imperial? Just a state. I think it's like 2 countries actually.
Yeah, something like that.
Australia? No, it's not Australia. No, they're not. They're not. I'm sorry, Aussies. I love you. I know you guys are cultured as well. But yeah, kilometers, absolutely our favorite unit. What's metric units? So we absolutely. Who's left? Okay, so who's left? You're asking. We got Manny and Sonics, the Alex player, Steve player rather, and Sonic as well. We got SHADIC and Spargo moving down on losers. So that should be a fun match for sure. We're getting the pictures taken. And on the winner side, we got